Hey Twitch, what's going on? What's up? You hear of me, Vice Games, and it is the 19th of May, 2025. Local time is 5:36 p.m. Gonna settle in for a couple hours worth of Pokemon TCG Live. Might try Grimmsnarl. We'll try some Grimmsnarl, yeah? Seems good. That'll be enjoyable. That'll be fun. I'll get to give it a go on live. Whilst live. See, I was playing a little bit on Friday, but unfortunately the timing didn't really work out well for me, so I could not go live. But I played a little bit in the Discord, which was fun. Alright, let's let the Discord know I'm live. Okay, the audio sounds good. I've just got to do one or two things. Okay, we're gonna check the visual now. Over here. Hello. 1, 2, 3. Hello. That is quite delayed, to be honest. Yeah, I need to delay the audio. So we go over here, advanced audio properties. 650. 1, 2, 3, hello. Still not good enough, huh? Okay, how does it look now? One, two, three, hello. Is this delay enough? Hello? One, two, three. Okay, that actually looks good, but I don't understand why my camera is so variable in the delay. It really annoys me, but maybe there's like a piece in the puzzle that's making it such. That's okay. It's time to play the video games. Don't worry about it. Time to play the video games. And I started trying Grimmsnarl, and it's kind of not good. It's kind of not good. I tried to make it work, but it's kind of not good. And I think Shaman not being released yet is a big part of it. So I'm going to swap back to Terrabox for now. We'll just run another game.
Is this the answer you've been looking for?
Oh, still Chris. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, hello. Thank you so much. Of course you may. Of course you may, Cubone. Welcome back. Hi. I've just started streaming. Just went live. And yeah, like I don't have much of an update for you. Just going live. This is our first game for the stream. Things are going well. It's the start of the week. And lately I've been thinking about what I want to do for the channel. So I want to share some updates on my, I guess, my content strategy going forward. The things that I think I need to do for the growth of the channel and stuff like that. Which is not, like, especially complicated, right? All it is I think I have to start taking short form videos seriously. And I have to start doing it frequently as well. I will check it, Cubone. I'm checking right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, buddy. Beautiful pickups. What the heck? I love the Dark Vile Plume. I love the Dark Vile Plume. $75? How can you not escape it? You like it? Wait. The God Cat. You cannot escape. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Melty Blood as well. Big fan. That's why I have it. Alright, what do I do against the dino? I'm going to do... Oh, what do I want to... Like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Wait, Crisp... Wait. So this can become Water Pond? Alright, we start with Water Pond. Start with the Water Pond. Yeah? And then we attempt to draw it in one. Terra Crystal. Give me a Sparkling Crystal. Nope. Nope. Not gonna happen. So what do I want to do here? We're gonna sob. We're gonna sob them. I'm not gonna play the Area Zero yet either. And we're gonna sob them. So I really need to get my hoots. We're gonna get the hoots going. So, Fan Rotom. Right? And we got the hoot. Wait, we got the crystal. Oh, this was so close. If I can rip an energy switch off like a Mew draw, I could donk them. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try. I'm gonna put Mew down. Okay. We'll do this. Grab nothing. Then we'll do this. Grab a Pidgey. And then we restart. And then if we grab E-Switch, GG. Okay. Well, it was probably wishful thinking, but still, you gotta dream big, you know? You gotta dream big. Grab those. And then I guess we just sob. We'll sob and see. Sob and see. Had to Iono? Yeah, I kind of needed to, hey. Still, Chris, you pulled the SIR Cynthia's Garchomp at a pre-release? Oh my gosh. That's enormous. I would have lost my mind too. That's crazy. Zero pre-release, huh? Got your hands on some cards. Dude, speaking of like opening booster packs, I'm gonna crash out over how unavailable cards are. I was walking around the city today, Brisbane City, and the latest booster pack that I could find was Temporal Forces. Are you kidding me? Temporal Forces. Bro. It's unreal. Like, why? Have I tried Grimmsnarl? I have. It's not good. It's not good. Really needs a shaman. It really needs shaman. My temporal forces! What? You telling me in the capital city of my state, I cannot find a booster pack newer than that? Like, it's unreal. It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing, man. Let's have a think. How am I gonna go about this? So you're a bit of a problem. I'm gonna do this. We'll grab... Let's have a think. Because I think I want Area 0 here. I think Area 0 is one card I want. And then it's either Crispin or Jacques. It's either Crispin or Jacques. Actually, I'm kind of down for Jacques. It's a bit... It preserves the cards in my hand a little bit better. So we'll do this. Okay, and then we'll go Jacques. We'll just grab both of these. Okay. Candy. Just realized it was playing the same song on repeat. That's like my get ready for stream song. A couple of hoots. And then we'll just grab an energy here. We'll just grab one. And then I've got to figure out what to do about Farugarath over there. Got to figure out what to do. And we're going to Torrential Pump. And we'll move all the energy off. Just do the extra damage to the Pidgeot. Threaten that. What do I think of Steven's Metagross with the Archaludon? It seems a little redundant, don't you think? It's like, I would want to build Steven's Metagross around one... Like, basically, they're both really good Pokemon, but they don't need to be, like, together. You know what I mean? I think that the best partner for Steven's Metagross... And it can be, like, any Pokemon, right? I can't remember the wording on the ability exactly, but... The best partner for that Metagross is gonna just be, like, a basic Pokemon of some kind. At least I think. Or like, a toolbox, if you like, so... Do you pivot to Terrabox over Terrapagos? You just run both. Keep Terrapagos in the deck, but just play it like this. I'm a real big fan of Pidgeot in this deck. It is so good. It's so good. Alright, we're about to get Dirty Beamed. Yikes. And we're about to get Monkey Dory too. It's alright. It's alright. We'll figure it out. Hey, Quiet Cherry. You see a control deck? Yeah, I guess control is kind of what you would call it, yeah? I know, words, like, mean all sorts of things, right? Yeah, yeah. I'd call it, like, anti-meta, or just, like... Yeah, I guess walls is probably the best way to put it, yeah. Walls, control, what have you. Hey, Blue Sonic, 330 streams in a row. Glad to see that you're hanging about doing your thing. Now what do? I really want to knock this out. Maybe attaching the crystal to the Ogerpon was a mistake. Okay, I have a little bit of a think here. What do I want to do? Because I gotta figure out what to do about this Farujarath. Just having to think. Having to think. Probably shouldn't have grabbed this energy. It's okay. Teal dance. I've got no easy way to retreat this either, which is a bit of a shame. I think sobbing is probably a bit of a waste too. Like, that doesn't really achieve much. Maybe if I torrential pump here, it's worth it. I could go Terapagos and just knock this out, maybe. Just get rid of the Monkey Dory, you know? Okay, we Ultra Ball. It's gonna be this. Actually, Terapagos E-Switch works. So we're gonna do it like this. Terapagos. Yeah. Wait, I can't get this out of the way. Dude. So what does that mean? Maybe this E-Switch. Maybe that's fine. Put both of these cards in hand so I don't have to think about it. Yeah, this is not bad. This is fine, I think. I think I would like to put, like, play the Terapagos and use the Crispin this turn. So I'll grab Grass, Water, Lightning, huh? Grass, Lightning. Put the grass in hand, because we can use it with Tilmar's Gogapon if we have to. Hi, Zenny. So we'll use Torrential Pump. We return the energy, and we knock out the Monkey Dory. Okay?
Sora!
Thank you so much for the follow, George. And thank you so much for hoping for a good rest of the stream. Thank you, thank you. Hope to see you again. And I just want to say again, thank you so much, Still Chris, for the raid. Zenny, okay. I have to upload a short every day for the next 30 days. Okay? I'm going to try. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try. But that's my goal. We're on 1,807 followers, X Factor. And hello, good morning to you. So they've grabbed out another Monkey Dory. What's the plan? Are we putting another Dark Energy down? these two represent our way through this matchup. Like, we'll be able to just ignore the Farigiraf, knock out the Pidgeot, knock out the Fez. If I can find it behind all the cards and text. Funny stream moments, pack, and card reviews. Yeah. I think card reviews are really good. I think people want to watch them no matter what, you know? Hey, Lexicon. What's going on? We get rid of Fan, Rotom, and Noctowl. What's up, Lex? Lexi, I'm sharing the content strategy with stream at the moment. Which is, I have to, and I mean this, I have to upload shorts every day. You want to hear what cards are awful? Let's have a think. So I want to do something like this. Because Crown Opal could be a thing. Could be a thing. I'm going to put the Hoot down. Wait, I'm gonna do this first. I've got a bit of an issue here where I have to get rid of this. That Hoot has been there since the beginning of the turn, so like, so the way I could do this is Stretcher for Noctowl. Noctowl gets me Area 0 Underdepths. And what?
Boom.
And Boss?
Lexicon 93 just redeemed card review.
So we'll do it like this. That's what the Stretcher's there for. Okay. Grab a Noctowl. Boom. Jewel Seeker. We grab Boss. We grab Depths. Yeah? Area 0. Put down the Hoot. Wait, how much damage am I even doing? Well, I'm going to swing with Terrapagos, right?
Bruh.
Wait, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. Bro, what? Bro, what? Okay, we Vessel for nothing, I think. No, Vessel for a Grass Energy. We'll do this. Trust. Hey, not bad. So I'll grab 2 Hoots and the Water Pond. Or maybe 1 Hoot, 1 Knocked, and the Metal Energy, maybe. Might do it like that. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of with this boss's orders. That's what I'm thinking of. It's not easy though. So this is 150 that we're representing at the moment. It's not the best. I'm also thinking about just knocking out Monkey Dory. Is that cringe? Is it cringe to just knock this out? I kind of just want to guarantee the knockout. If I draw 2 Pokemon here, like, that was a misplay, but... yeah, so like, we're not getting the one-shot on this, but we can at least do this. Right, go to 3. Make it so that they can't, you know, they're going to start getting nervous about putting another Monkey Dory down, right? Worst card in the game is basic metal energy. How do you figure? Why is Noctowl bad? Yeah, bro, it's a stage 1 and it does 60 damage. Cringe. 100 HP? Extra cringe. Can't get it off level ball in expanded format? Like, there's so many reasons. It's about to be wrecked by Rocket's Watchtower in standard. Lexington. Unplayable in GLC. Yeah, true. Did I misplay by not putting the water pond down? Possibly. But don't worry about it. Do not worry. It's the wrong energy for Terapagos, unfortunately. We'd like to use Crown Opal. If we can. But, never mind. This turn's starting to get pretty difficult. I definitely misplayed by not putting the Water Ogre Pond down. I just thought that my hand was safe, but I should know better, I guess. I guess I should know better. Put down the Fez. Dude, I don't know. Like, I need to deal with this Pidgeot. I have to knock it out. But I also need to disrupt their hand. But I will just lose the Dirty Beam if this stays in play. So it's like either Turo or Boss. I think Boss's orders. Oh, I don't know. I think I lose. I think I just lose the game. Because I can't stop this Farigiraf from doing its thing. Which is really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. Like, I can get in there with Ursaluna, but it's all for naught. I mean, it just doesn't help. I'm going to lose next turn. Because I can't get Mew off the board. I lose the Dirty Beam. It's almost... Like, I would be astounded if we survive. I would be astounded. Let's use Iron Bundle. See what they send up. So what's kind of funny here is we could try and soul block the Pidgey. That would be like one other way we could go about this turn, but... yeah, I think we're cooked. Let's see what we get off the restart. Interesting. Noctowl might actually save the game for us. Because I can do this and Turo the Mew. What do I want here? I mean, I guess I could just take the Crispin. I've got no more Noctowl. Latias might be good to take as well, instead of the Crispin. Or what I mean is, like, take the Ultra Ball. Right, in case they get up to some kind of weird shenanigans. Alright, so we Turo. Bring you up. We'll attack with the Terapagos. Then we'll see. Made my opponent lose. I got bailed out there. I got bailed out by drawing that one of... Well, not one of, but the Noctowl that I put back earlier. Dang. Because now they shouldn't be able to win on this turn. Shouldn't. Removing the Mew from the board was like their win condition. So hitting the Noctowl right then and there let us remove the way for them to like finish the game on this turn. Unless they have like Briar and some Gusting that they can play on the same turn. We haven't seen an A-Spec yet, so it could very well be Prime Catcher, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we managed to bail ourselves out there. I thought the game was doomed. But instead, as long as they don't disrupt our hand, we'll be chilling. But I'm going to hazard a guess, and they're going to disrupt our hand. Hey, there's the Neo upper. So they might just swing into the Terapagos, which in and of itself is already a pretty terrifying prospect. We'll have to deal with it. Fan, Rotom, and Energy. What does that do for us? Not a lot, huh? So now we're on a turn timer again. Right. Once they do damage to one of our two prize Pokemon, we're again on the precipice of losing, so... And that's not... Well, okay, so the one thing we can do is Teal Dance here, so we'll Teal Dance and see. Pikachu is not good enough. Pikachu is not good enough. Now I think it's GG. Good try. Yeah, I think we're cooked. So assuming they have a boss's orders in deck, they managed to keep it together. It's really too bad that we weren't able to survive that last Ionu. It would have been so clutch. But there we go, cooked. It's Power Pidgeot, GG's. You were gonna practice Bolt and then you fell asleep on the floor. Banger. No! We were so close to winning that game. I almost pulled that from the brink. Other player cheating. Stream Sniper. Stream Sniper. So, did we see the new Jellicent card? Did we see it? Did we all see the new Jellicent card? Can someone drop a scan of it in the Discord for me, please? Because I do want to do like a review. I do. And we'll run another game. So yeah, I think it would be a good bad or busted segment. What is our impression? Jellison EX. I don't know the Japanese name though. Let's see, what are you? Oh, you messaged my opponent? PayPal? Share PayPal. That sounds right, Barongal. Sounds familiar. Oh, you messaged me? Oh, jeez. I must have missed it, sorry. Do I have a date in mind? So not tonight, but let's plan it. Let's plan it. You tell me what days work for you. You know, like the times that I stream normally. I'm pretty we go first. I'm pretty locked into the times that I stream normally, which is like, let's say between 5:30 and 7:30. That 2-hour block, my time, is sort of when I'm sort of locked into. But as far as days, like I don't really like go live most of the time with a this is what I'm doing today. I just go live at the same time. So if you've got a thing that you want to do, let's do it. Let's do a thing. Is Turo an important card in the Koraidon matchup? Is Turo good? Is Boss's Orders even needed here? Wait, it's Noctowl, right? You've got to get rid of Noctowl. Yeah, that seems better. Because I can grab Fan Rotom and then just go the usual combo. Right? We can go the usual combo. Fan Rotom. Wait, am I gonna have to get a Ditto? I will, actually. So we have to do it like this, right? And then I need to retreat the Hoot. But that's alright, we can do that. So we'll do this. I'll do this. I will retreat. And now I'm going to decide which Terra Pokemon I actually want here. Because Koraidon is kind of an awkward Pokemon to deal with. I think it has to be Terrapagos, and we look at using Crown Opal. We look at Crown Opal as the option. Yeah? We'll try. You have no idea about this game. Yeah. So, I will message you after this, and we'll figure out a thing, and we'll do a thing. I know that you do, like, you've got your, like, podcast in the middle of the week, and you might have this and that planned, so I'll just work around you. And we'll just, like, we'll jump on for, like, an hour and 90 minutes or something. We do, like, a Discord call while I'm live, and we just learn to play the Pokemon cards. Good one, Lex. Good one. You sad posting too much? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gotta pick a deck for Lex. What about just Dragapult? What about Dragapult? No, like 60 to 90 minutes. Come on, Lex. Come on. Rough week. Well, hopefully we can lift your spirits a little bit while we're here. Alright, what's the plan? What should I do? Noctowl. Right? For rare candy. Crispin. And then what? And then Crystal. Right? We Jewel Seeker. Crispin. Candy. And then we just grab the crystal. And away we go. Crispin. And the energies we need are grass, water, lightning. Grass. And I guess I'll just take the water here. Actually, should I do it like this? I feel like that's better. And we reserve the grass for other purposes if required. Water and lightning. So I just put one in hand and one on the turtle. Attach the energy. Candy. Into the Pidgeot. Yeah. Pidgeot. Quick search. Okay. And then we're just going to do our best to protect our turtle. Protect the turtle. Okay? Crown Opal. Not Pult? Why not? I think Pult... Okay, not only is Pult, like, kind of lenient towards newer players, but it teaches, like, a lot about, like, using abilities, and you have a nice, big, strong Pokemon in the lead. You get to think about evolutions. And so the reason why I was thinking about Pult is because the League Battle deck just came out, I think. Have I considered it as cringe? Well, look, it is true that, like, all the other Pokemon players at the schoolyard will bully Lex for learning Dragapult. It is true, but winning is also cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Otherwise, what would you choose, Zenny? Because I'm not choosing this. I'm not choosing this deck. You kidding me? What about Charizard? Can Charizard be good again? Are we allowed to play Charizard EX? Mill? That's not... The thing is, like, Mill is, like... I think that's the type of deck that you should play after you play a bit of, like, other stuff. They're gonna hit me with the Assault Landing? Hilarious. Hilarious. Okay. Alright. Let's go Rotom. Ooh. You know what I haven't considered? They could just have their own Terrapagos and we get cooked. We get fried if that occurs. I kind of want Boss's Orders the Hoot. I don't know. I need to, like, set up other stuff. That's probably where I need to start. So let's think. I kind of need more cards. That's what I'm lacking with this board at the moment. I just need cards. So, like, I kind of want to Iono. Like, as much as I like all the cards in my hand, I need, like, more to work with. You know? Iono's, like, a bit... Maybe just grab Hoot. I sort of want to knock out the Hoot. I feel like they're probably playing around it. I'm gonna do it. This is my intuition. Dude. No! No! I forgot about Tower. Nah, they won't have anything. Don't worry about it. They won't have anything. Morally stay away from Pult. True. Yeah, you will still see a lot of Zod on the ladder because it's just like the best of the decks that the new players get. Easily the best. Dude, I forgot. I can't believe I forgot about the tower. If I lose this to Rapgos here, I'm gonna be really sad. But like, maybe they've got a dead hand.
Skill issue.
Yeah, it is. There you go. So they can't really bench anything that threatens me. I don't know if Ogrepon does enough damage, so the tricky thing about my hand was that it was a little bit dead, so I don't know. I'm glad that I knocked out the Hoot Hoot though. I feel like that was the way to go. Even if it's a little risky. Oh. Oh. So trying to deny the knockout there. Fair enough. But what are we doing in response here? Onslaught seems like the wrong choice. I don't know about that. I don't know. Let's have a think. So it'd be really nice to boss his orders and knock this out with Crown Opal. Maybe I just knock out the Koraidon. Don't, you know, overthink it. Okay, I think the way I want to do this is via Crispin. Because I need to get extra energies into play as well. Could have also done this via Area 0. But yeah, I should have done Area 0, my bad. Never mind. Okay, so 1, 2. We put the metal in hand. And then I think I'm gonna slide the metal energy onto the Pidgeot. Relatively safe there. Then we Opal. It's not like they have a terribly easy way for Rotom to collect the extra damage needed to one-shot the... Or not one-shot, but, you know, finish off the Terrapagos. Like, they're gonna need Black Belt or something. I know that Fan Rotom is a threat, but it's all about, like... You know, it's all about turns to win at this stage, rather than trying to preserve this Terrapagos forever. Okay, I was worried about this coming down. I guess not. You feel like a fan, Roton? An appliance. You feel like an appliance that was inspirited. Yikes! Wait, no, they can't crown. They can't because I crown Opal. Go on, do it. Do it. Hi, Sabu. Okay. What is the plan?
It just works.
It just works? Okay. What's the plan here? 120, 150, 180. What is the plan? Can I attack with Pidgeot and deny the Terapagos knockout? Is that ever a line? Wait. The answer has to be a Noctowl here to grab Area 0. And like... It's not gonna be enough, is it? I can fan Rotom their fan Rotom though. That's interesting to me to play it like that. Or it could be a Wellspring Mask Ogerpon play. Alright, watch this, watch this. I'm serious. I'm serious. There's a bit of... There is a bit of a line I need to take here, but you do this, you E-switch, then you Turo, and then you Rod. Okay? So we do this. Then you energy switch the water. No, it's not gonna work. Oh. But this might be good anyway. This might be good. So I forgot that I can't Turo and Crispin in the same turn, but it's fine. I could have double energy switched, which would have been swag, but yeah, I just didn't think about it in time.
That was truly cringe.
Wait, if I go Ogerpon, it's probably... They probably just have an out. Do you think they just have Prime Catcher in hand? But it's also kind of like, who cares? It's kind of like, who cares? I'm just going to put all the energy back. We'll be alright, won't we? We'll be alright. Like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do if they use Prime Catcher here? You're gonna attack my Pidgeot with what? What are you going to attack it with? You've got nothing in play. You've got Slitherwing. Oh, big deal. Swing with Pidgeot? Or swing into the Pidgeot? That's fine. Let them. They may. Because look, I'm about to torrential pump them. Okay? They're about to get torrential pumped. Can somebody message me a link to the scan of the Jellicent EX? Can somebody send it to me? Oh, I wasn't expecting Area 0. I guess it makes sense in a Noctowl deck, but still. You heard what I said. We're about to torrential pump them. That's just not gonna work. That doesn't work. Also, Fan Rotom is stuck. Now what am I gonna do? So I kind of want to put down Terapagos now. Let's think. So, Crispin? Maybe even Pikachu here is good. Right? If I Ultra Ball these two, it could be good. Maybe not even Ultra Ball. I would like to put Fezandipity into play, though, I will say. I would very much like to put Fez down. Because next turn is about to get a little bit dicey. A little bit dicey. So let's do this. Let's do Ultra Ball. I'm gonna get rid of these two. I want Pikachu. I want Pikachu to be nearby. Okay. I want Pikachu nearby. Are we getting near? Yeah, we get knocked out by Slitherwing, which is a bit unfortunate. Let's have a think. So I want to put the lightning in hands. I'm going to attach to the Ogerpon. I don't think that I can really delay. It is unfortunate that the 70 damage sets up the Slitherwing for the between turns KO. Actually really annoying, huh? Actually really annoying. But we'll just go with it. Torrential Pump. Yes, we'll shuffle the energy. Put 120 over here. You know what? I forgot that I was planning to knock out that Noctowl. I should have kept the bundle. I forgot that I was going to knock it out. I didn't bother keeping the bundle because I thought, oh, if I use bundle next turn, they'll just send up the Noctowl. But the plan was to knock it out. I also wasn't really going to entertain the idea of trying to put the 120 on the Slitherwing to discourage the burning turbulence. Because I feel like they'll just play around it somehow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Slitherwing burns, so we don't get to Fezandipity. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense too. Pikachu. Oh, and they had Raging Bolt in play too. Wait. I might be able to win here. I might be able to GG them with Ogerpon. I might be able to GG them. Because it's either lose to Ogerpon or lose to Ursul... No, I can't use Ursaluna here. Still, it's looking okay. Like, we haven't lost any... They haven't taken any prizes yet. They're coming from really far behind to just... to try and keep up. So... Basically, if I can get my hands on Stretcher... then I can get back the Iron Bundle. And then they either send up something that can get one shot potentially, or yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So I still have the Pidgeot as well. So it's either knockout. Oh wait, I don't do enough damage to the Bolt actually. Okay, so I can abandon that plan. So then what do I want to do? It's possibly just E-Switch boss, right? Possibly just E-Switch boss. Boss, E-Switch. Yeah, I think we're chilling. Boss, E-Switch. Yeah. Terrapagross. Knocked. And it's just boss, E-Switch. That one metal energy that I put down way earlier in the game mattered. Let's just win on the spot. Check damage, 210. Boom. Hi, Jebel. It's less about the threat and more about just winning in time. Boom. The broken Metagross gameplay. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look. I'm down to have a look at it. I had to redeem myself after losing the first game tonight. So let's look at Metagross. What does X-Boot do? Once during your turn, search your deck for a basic Psychic, a basic Metal, or one of each, and attach them to your Psychic and Metal Pokemon any way you like, then shuffle your deck. So, the way that I think this Metagross has to be played is just with awkward basic Pokemon that are either Psychic or Metal that you wouldn't normally be able to use. That would be ideal, I think. So we're going to go standard format, show all. We're going to select Psychic and Metal, and we're going to choose basic, and I'm going to choose EX. Because I don't... We'll start with EXs and then we'll go from there, okay? So let's look at our options. Yes, Zenny, yes. Dedenne. Do we like Dedenne? Do you like Dedenne? Well, I like Dedenne, but do I like it with Metagross? Probably not. So what would be ideal is a big basic EX with an awkward energy cost. You did the thingy? I will check. Thank you. Thank you for finding it for me. Your Dedenne plush? I love Dedenne, but I don't think it's going to be a Stevens Metagross type of card. Tail Swap is... So, like, okay, if you put one in your deck, I wouldn't be opposed. But otherwise, no. What about Dialga EX? It's not fantastic. This Dialga is worth thinking about for deck building in general, but not for this. And the reason why I say it's worth thinking about it is because it's a big basic Metal Pokemon with no ability. Hop Zacian, that's another one. That's a big basic EX with no ability, but probably not what I'm looking to pair with Metagross. Iron Crown is not really making great use of the energy acceleration, so we keep going. Iron Treads EX. I kind of like it. I kind of do. Cybernetic Wheels is a prohibitively expensive attack to use. But it's unfortunate that it's 3 metal, 1 colorless. You would love for it to be like 2 metal, 2 colorless or something like that. So we just keep going. So Ironclad Roll. Let's have a look at Ironclad Roll. After doing damage, you may discard all future booster energy capsules from this Pokemon. If you do, during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 150 less damage from attacks. It's not enough damage, unfortunately. Well, I guess, okay, so it is considerate of the fact that it will have a booster capsule attached, and you've got access to Iron Crown, but even then, I'm, like, not that enthusiastic about this card. Like, the effect is not so interesting that I particularly care. We're looking at basic Pokemon here, Gogeta. Revavroom is at stage 1. Laser Blade, not terribly interesting for what Iron Valiant is or wants to do. Latias is not really fulfilling that either. Lily's Clefairy works. Like, being able to just power it up with Steven's Metagross. Kind of good. But we can look at Revavroom, for sure. And it might have natural synergy with the draw Revavroom too. But we'll get there when we get there. Genome hacking is a fantastic candidate for Metagross. Fantastic. But how good it is, I'm not sure. Fantastic though. Mimikyu is great as far as the energy costs go, but the attacks are a little underwhelming, so I'm not feeling it. Energy Burst, well, Energy Burst does go with it quite well, but like I want cards that are like broken. I want them to be like really OP. Orthworm. Do we like Rock Tomb? Do we like Pummeling Payback? I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, but I don't think that Orthworm is that great. What is good though is that you could put Heavy Baton on it. You could. Screamtail. It's like good without being in a Metagross deck. Or like Metagross would not be the deck that makes it worth playing. Although I do like the energy discard. Xerneas. So Gogeta's saying play it as the Cornerstone Ogerpon counter. Yeah, I see it. Definitely. Definitely. And then Zacian EX. So this is like the new one that got printed. Or released in the promos. The promo boxes or whatever. Slashing Strike would be an ideal candidate. You know, an ideal sort of attack for that type of effect. So you could bounce between 2 Zacians using Slashing Strike and like powering it up and whatnot. Not bad. But all of them are a little bit underwhelming for the Metagross. So let's look at, instead of basics, let's look at stage 1. Let's look at stage 1. So I'm going to say no to Clefable. No to Vespiquen, because it doesn't take the right energy. Copperage is pretty interesting, but I don't know. Maybe. Not Arcaladon. I don't think Arcaladon... It's kind of like just doubling up on the ability. No to Sylveon. No to Espeon. Wait. Yeah, it's only Psychic. No to Dashbun. Goldengo is a no. Houndstone is like a yes, kind of? That's like kind of. It's the right type of attack cost, but not really what I'm looking for. It doesn't like necessarily synergize with the Energy Excel. That's funny. No. Melmetal. Actually, There is a Melmetal EX that could be good. This one. Full Metal Knuckle. But it's sort of... I don't know. It's not enough. Whipped Shot. It's not really great. Although the ability is cool. I do like the ability. Just being able to heal. You know what? I haven't really thought about this Alchemy. I like that ability a lot. Confectionery Gift, being able to heal 30, but... Sand Tomb, Barite Jail. Yeah. Scizor. Unfortunately, it's double metal. That could be alright, though. Pair what with, Bennett? What are we pairing? Oh, pairing, Metagross with Bennett? No. Because Metagross is not required for Bennett to be good. Because you're just naturally going to want to use Everlasting Darkness first. So there's absolutely... I would say quite a lack of synergy between Bennett and Metagross. Yeah. Slowking, I'm going to say kind of, but not really. I'm looking for something really broken. This would be a good one. So Revavroom EX would be a good one. Scizor good with Blaziken? Yeah, could be. Revavroom having the metal colors kind of suits. 4 tools. What 4 tools would we want on Revavroom for it to be good? But this would be the right kind of Pokemon, I think, Revavroom. What 4 tools would be broken on Revavroom? Rigid Band? Just go like 4? Yeah. I'd be down for that. That'd be cool as. Makes sense too. Wild Drift is already like reducing the incoming damage too. Makes sense. The unfortunate thing is if the Revavroom ever gets knocked out, you've just lost everything. And it's like, well, what do I do now? Full Metal Labia. Cophagrigus? Nah. Alright. Let's look at stage 2s. There's not that many. Not really good Mind Jack card. Skeleturge, no synergy. Double-edged Slash. Knock Gardevoir. With itself? What about just to itself? Is Metagross EX just good enough on its own? Tinkaton. Yeah. So it's kind of just Revavroom. I want to look at this deck too. I haven't actually like properly looked at the list. So what does it use? It uses Steven Skarmory, which is a bit mid. Tang's like whatever. Baltoy helps you set up. Whoa, Clay Blast is not bad. That attack's not bad. You discarding the energy over and over is kind of what you want. Carbink? Maybe it is just Metagross. I don't know. Interesting deck though. Granite Cave. So yeah, there's a lot of like cards built into this archetype which reduce the incoming damage. I feel like trying it out. I'm just going to play the deck as is in casual and we'll see. Let's play a game. And then I really want to get a Jellicent deck profile done. Or not deck profile, but like a review of the card. Whoa, the Frillish also has item lock? Hello? Hello? Dang, okay. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can survive this. Let's gather, while I play this game, let's gather some thoughts on Jellicent. Oh, I just minimized everything. Cringe. Okay. So what do we think about Jellicent? So, first of all, it's a newly revealed item lock card. Uniquely to this block for current era, it blocks tools, making it reminiscent of older era cards which could do this. Because trainers used to also, tools used to be items. So let's do this. I think I want double Beldum. Right? What do I want? Oh, Summoning Sign puts them on the bench. Sure. Sure. So we'll do this. I think I'm going Iono because I need like candy or something. It's not really what I had in mind, but that's fine. Summoning Sign. Oh, we take the Carbink, and then we take a Baltoy. Because now, Chen Pao can't one-shot the Baltoy, thanks to the Carbink. So it's reminiscent of older era cards that could do this, as tool cards used to be considered item cards. So what else do we think about? What do we think about Jellicent? First of all, do we think it's going to be busted? Busted? I think there's a strong possibility it could be a 5 out of 5 card. It's begging to be its own archetype. Or at least a strong variant of God of War. In recent formats, we've seen Bennett EX do well, so it stands to reason that Jellicent could do well. What? What happened? Wait, what? Why did they knock me out? understand. Why did I die there? Hello? Dude. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and we're just gonna discard the Metagross. Who cares? 2 energies? Oh, right, it's 120, not... Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. Yep. Ultra Ball, the Metal, and the Metang. Do we just donk them? Oh, we don't, but it's awfully close. We don't, but it's awfully close. Too bad. Alright, we just use X-Boot. Sign. Put a Skarmory down. What are they gonna do? I'll say that how disruptive to the format Jellicent is remains to be seen, as there has already been a as Budgie has already warped the format around itself due to its ability to item lock. So players... Okay, well, we just win here, right? Just give them the business. Give them the boot. Oh, best deck in format! We're the best. They cheat. So playing around item lock is something already understood by players. However, the difference there's a few differences. Jellicent gets to attack with Power Press, which can pressure, or which although doesn't pack the biggest wallop, it does boast a lot of damage. It boasts a lot of damage against, compared to other item lock Pokemon aside from Tyranitar. It's interesting. Jellicent's an interesting card. Who knows? Well, it can attack at multiple speeds, either pressuring with the 80 damage, or with the 80 damage, or pressuring with the 80 damage early, and ramping up to 160 once it's fully energized. How I'm gonna say all this in 1 minute. There's like a lot that I want to say, and I want to do it as a YouTube short. I want to do it as a YouTube short. Sorry if it just seems like I'm talking to myself, which, you know, I mean, you're all here. And I know most of you are not just voices in my head. If anything, it's the other way around. Wait, I'll remove that from there, and we go to here. Then we take the gelatin and put it over here, and we'll talk about it. YouTube Shorts give me 3 minutes. True. Yeah. I'm gonna pause the music so I can actually think about what I want to say. Should we do a segment where we talk about the voices in our head? That might be for the second channel, Zenny. The Pokemon player experiencing an existential crisis channel. So how am I going to talk about this? So it's a newly revealed item lock Pokemon, unique to this block, as it not only does it block items, it also blocks tools, making it reminiscent of older era cards, which could do this as tool cards used to be considered item cards. There's no need to get into the weeds of like why it's like uniquely different. I think what I should say is that, okay, so Jellicent stands apart as it can do more damage and has more HP than Budgie, and is simpler to set up than Tyranitar. It can be supported by Gardevoir, and it can also be supported by Gardevoir to facilitate the attack cost. And I'll just put that down here, and I won't say any of this. I'll say it is unique to this block, as it can also stop your opponent from playing tools. Yeah. Okay. So I think I've got it. I've got it. So what I'm going to say is that Jellicent is a newly revealed Pokemon card from which set? What set is this set called? White Flare. A newly revealed White Flare EX Jellicent. Well, Jellicent EX, a newly revealed card from White Flare, which is an upcoming Black and White themed set. It's unique to this current block as it blocks tools as well as items. So I should explain the card. It is unique because it can block tools, which makes it very reminiscent of older era item lock themed cards, which could also block tools, as back then they were considered tools. Well, tools were also considered items. Stands apart from its contemporaries. And then I've got another paragraph that I can probably just remove, because who cares? Cringe extra context that nobody needs to know. stands apart from its contemporaries as it can do more damage and has more HP than Budgie. It's simpler to set up, and it's simpler to set up than Tyranitar. It can also be supported by Gardevoir to facilitate the attack cost. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. It's begging to be its own archetype, or at least a very strong variant of Gardevoir EX. In recent formats, we've seen Bannet EX do well alongside Gardevoir, so it stands to reason that Jellicent could do as well. Good. Done. Good. Okay. Cool. So how do we say the thing? So we'll say, and I don't want any kind of salutation. We're just gonna launch straight into it. We're just gonna say, Jellicent EX is a newly revealed Stage 1 EX from White Flare, an upcoming black and white themed set for the Pokemon TCG. And it's got a very interesting ability here, Sea Curse. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards or attach any Pokemon tools from their hand. And it's got an attack that does 80 damage, and if you have at least 2 extra energy attached, you do 80 more. So, a very interesting item lock themed card. It's pretty unique to this current block because it blocks tools as well as items. It makes it very reminiscent of older era Pokemon that could do the same thing, because back then, tool cards were also considered item cards. Jellicent stands apart from its contemporaries as it can do more damage and has more HP than Budgie. It's simpler to set up than Tyranitar, and it can also be supported by Gardevoir to facilitate the attack cost. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. It's begging to be its own archetype, or at least a very strong variant of Gardevoir. In recent formats, we've seen Bannet EX do pretty well alongside Gardevoir, so it stands to reason that Jellicent could also do the same. Yeah, that was pretty good. I might do one more take of that, and then we'll try and squeeze in a little bit more Pokemon cards, and then we'll call it a night. This is good. So this is going to be the month where I try and do a short every day. I'm going to try. Or at least that's the plan. So I'm going to try this again. Where are you, live split? There you are. We're going to try it one more time. I'm going to try and not fumble the words. English language. It's difficult. I've been speaking it for more than 3 decades now, and I think I'm okay at it, but I tend to fumble. Pack shorts. If I'd bought any booster packs, yes. But I do not have any. I have a fossil booster pack on my shelf, which I am sworn... there is only one condition that I may open it. And I'm not going to tell any of you what it is. And we're not going to be able to achieve it tonight, that's for sure. We're not going to open it. Okay, so, start again. Jellicent EX is a newly revealed card from White Flare, an upcoming black and white themed Pokemon TCG set. It's got the ability Sea Curse. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards or attach any Pokemon tools from their hand. I expected more text, and then like, Okay, let's start again. Jellicent EX is a newly revealed Stage 1 EX from White Flare, an upcoming black and white themed TCG set. And Pokemon TCG, come on, Vice. Okay. Jellicent EX is a newly revealed Pokemon card from White Flare, an upcoming Pokemon TCG set, and it's got this really cool ability, Sea Curse. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards or attach any Pokemon tool cards from their hand. And it's got the attack power press, does 80, and if this Pokemon has at least 2 extra energy attached, it does 80 more damage. So, very cool, very interesting card. It's pretty unique to the current era, as it also blocks tools with its ability. It's quite reminiscent of older era item lock themed Pokemon, which could also do that with their ability, as tool cards used to be considered item cards. It stands apart from its contemporaries as it can do more damage and has more HP than Budgie. It's simpler to set up than Tyranitar, and it can be supported by Gardevoir to facilitate the attack cost. I'm going to call it 5 out of 5. It's busted, or it's begging to be its own archetype, or at least a strong variant of Gardevoir. In recent formats, we've seen Banner EX do well, so it stands to reason that Jellicent could do well as well. So that was 68 seconds. That was 68 seconds. What can I cut from the script? Come on. I got some content-brained people in here. Come on. Come on. Lex, come on. You're a YouTuber. What can I cut? It can also be supported by Gardevoir's ability to facilitate the attack cost. Unique. It's unique to this block, as it also blocks tools, making it reminiscent of older era cards, which could do this too. I'm just gonna say it could do this too. Due to the rules. Yeah, isn't that right? Charging for it. I'm making the source here. We're doing it we're making the clip for the YouTube. 68 seconds was fine. Maybe I would have cut the mention of Gardevoir twice. Or begging to be as it can also be supported by Gardevoir. Yeah, I can just say it can also be supported by Gardevoir EX, and then the viewer can make that connection. Or I can like indicate it with like graphics on screen or whatever. That works. Making it reminiscent of older item lock cards. I'll just say as tools used to be items as well. It is unique to this block as it blocks tools, making it reminiscent of older item lock cards as tools used to be items as well. Yeah, okay. So we'll go again, and I'll try and explain it quickly. Okay, so Jellicent EX is a newly revealed card. It's got the ability See Curse. Yeah, I don't need to say that it's from White Flare. I can put that in the hashtags or whatever. Jellicent EX is a newly revealed Stage 1 EX Pokemon with the ability See Curse. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards or attach any Pokemon tool cards from their hand. It makes it pretty unique to this block as it's able to block tools, and it's pretty reminiscent of older item lock cards as tools used to be considered items as well. Jellicent stands apart from its contemporaries as it can do more damage and has more HP than Budju. It is simpler to set up than Tyranitar, and it can also be supported by Gardevoir EX. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. It's potentially pretty busted. It's begging to be its own archetype, or at least a strong variant of Gardevoir. In recent formats, we've seen Banner EX do well alongside Gardevoir, so it makes sense that Jellicent could do well as well. I repeated a lot of words, but that is way shorter. That was much better. I also failed to explain Power Press at all, so I'm going to do this again. I'm sorry that I'm subjecting all of you to this. This is just what I have to do. I have to do this. So I'm going to do it again. Jellicent EX is a newly revealed Pokemon that has this cool ability, See Curse. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards or attach any Pokemon tool cards from their hand. And the attack Power Press says it does 80 damage, and if it has 2 extra energy attached, it does 80 more damage. So this Pokemon is pretty unique to this block as it can also block tool cards. It's pretty reminiscent of older item lock Pokemon as tools used to be considered items back then as well. Jellicent stands apart from its contemporaries as it can do more damage and has more HP than Budju. It's also simpler to set up than Tyranitar. It can also be supported by Gardevoir EX. So I'm going to call this 5 out of 5. It's begging to be its own archetype, or at least a very strong variant of Gardevoir. In recent formats, we've seen Banner EX do very well alongside Gardevoir, so it stands to reason that Jellicent could do well. And that's it. We'll just call it there. It's fun watching someone else do this. Yeah. See, at least I'm upfront, right? And I'm trying to involve all of you too. I need the ideas. We gotta. It's a group project. This thing. It's not just me. It's everybody here that's like chatting, that's talking to me, and helping me sort of just make this a thing worthwhile doing. This stream is only as interesting as the group of us are able to make it, And I think you all do a pretty good job. Well, it was under a minute X Factor, so that one was fine. Yes, I am glad, military, I'm glad. I'm glad that you're all well behaved while I was cooking. Zany, what's wrong? Help. And you know what? Even if it's not like a perfect take, it just doesn't matter. What matters is that I keep uploading. Ah, that sounds good. I'm hungry too. Can you make some for me? Can you save some for me? Chicken at 5:20 a.m. That is a snack. That is for sure. Can we defeat Joltik? Can we defeat Joltik? What do we think? So we're going to abandon any notion of the Carbink surviving, but I might use Drayton here and live with my sins somewhat. What the heck is this? I'll take Ultra Ball and I'll take Research, I think. Nope, that's not how that card works. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Who would be afraid? Jellicent Bennett. So normally I would shoot down that idea because I would normally say that they're quite there's no, just because two Pokemon do the same thing doesn't mean they should go together. They should be separate. Normally I would say that, but what I will say is that Bennett EX is a Pokemon that has an attack that can take advantage of Jellicent, which is the second attack, the Poltergeist. I have to come get it? Oh. Probably a bit too far for me. Can't exactly drive in a straight line to Canada, which is unfortunate. If I had my own Mega Salamence, maybe? If I had a Mega Salamence in real life. Dude, what is this? Ultra Ball? Ooh. We do this. Metagross. Okay. Candy. Yeah. Rod. Rod. Ionic. Boom. Okay. Oh, we got the Claydol. Is Claydol good? Alright, so let's do this. Actually, we can cook them here. We can cook them here with Magical Shot. It's not ideal, but we can do it. I'm not gonna evolve. So we do this. Boot. And then we just hit them with a magical shot. Boom. Not ideal. Carbink is the very last Pokemon that you want to open with. And this matchup would have been sick to use Skarmory in. But that's just the way the Pokemon fall. Hello? We're getting full grited? Okay. Slept through dinner, huh? Tisk, tisk. That happens. That'll happen. So Galvantula, hey, we're getting full grited. What do I want to do here? Do I want a Clay Blast? Actually, Clay Blast sounds good, assuming that we get there with the attachments. Ooh, Recycler. So we like Claydol. And then you want to use this after we draw. So let's do this. Drayton grabs items and Pokemon. So I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use Boss's Orders. I have to research. So we're going to play the Recycler now. Because I just have to draw into one energy. And then this turn is pretty good. And we drew one. So this turn will end up being pretty good. Interestingly, I feel like putting Skarmory down could pay off. Because we can Sonic Double this and this. So let's do this. I don't know if I should put down the Granite Cave. It almost, like, doesn't matter. There's no, like, ranges that I particularly care about here. Unless they have the non-EX Joltik. Okay, let's assume they have the non-EX Joltik. We'll put down Granite Cave. Oh no! Oh no! It's the wrong energies! Oh, I'm cooked. It's alright. Confused. They're confused. Don't worry about it. No! I got the wrong energy combo. Wasted the metal. I was so excited. My opponent doesn't know. Well. Look, hopefully confusion will save us. What are you going to do? Attack with Pikachu? My Metagross has 340 HP. Okay. And we got Granite Cave. So, go on. You eating a burger? Ooh, cringe. Cringe. It was all planned. Now we can just Clay Blast for the KO. All planned. And we're gonna Iona them because 8 cards is too many. Hey, Fraser. We're doing alright. Doing alright. Claydol. Sure. Claydol's good. EXP share on the Claydol. Maybe. Maybe. Or is it here? Here or here? Or here? Or here? I'm gonna put it on the Claydol. X boot. Booting in. And then we just absorb the psychic energy. Claybla. Oh yeah, it discards. Oh, it discards the energy. All of it. I'm learning this deck as I go. I'm learning as I go. So, they can charge web, and for what? To do 110 to a Claydol? Cringe. Need to be wary of our energy, right? That's one thing to think about. But hopefully we can conclude the game before it matters. Hopefully it's okay. Touch a metal. If we're going to attack with Claydol here, which I think we will, we're gonna have to do a double psychic sort of situation. Like this. And I don't think I even research here, because, like, what's the point, right? Boom. And so we'll see. We'll see what they do. Maybe they research and attack with Pikachu or something. I don't know. I don't think any option that they have here is particularly appealing. The Pikachu is a little bit annoying because of the Resolute Hot ability, making it so that knowing the way that our deck works, I don't think we've got any way to get around this ability. We just have to 2-hit KO it. And I think I'm getting a little worried about the preservation of energy in this deck. So I'm going to send up the Metagross to do this. I'm a little worried. Really wish I hadn't drawn that psychic energy there, but it's fine. So use X-Boot. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, I'm like running out. Sure. That's okay. We get to preserve the energy a little bit because... So, like, once this Metagross gets knocked out, the energy will move on to the Claydol, and we'll be able to sweep. I am proud. It reminds me of an ad about chicken. What was it with the I Feel Like Chicken Tonight ad? Does anybody remember that one? It also reminds me of Blaziken, which is also a chicken. But I do not wish to eat the Blaziken. But it does remind me. Drayton. What do we think Drayton can do for us? Not a lot. So, I'm thinking just manual attaching is good. Drayton. And then we stomp. And we should be able to collect this last prize one way or the other. The combustion drumsticks. Has anyone done a tier list of Pokemon based on how edible they are? Like, as a human, how realistic it would be for you to be able to consume that Pokemon, to like just eat them. There definitely is one, yeah. I'm thinking like Guzzlord or something. Likelihood that you'll just get eaten instead. Cruel? Bro, have you read some of the dex entries on these Pokemon? Cruel? They started it. You kidding me? They eat Magikarp in the anime? Exactly. You think the fish Pokemon would be yummy? Famously not Magikarp. Famously not Magikarp. Or is it? I don't know. Like, what was it about Magikarp that was, like, difficult for them to deal with? Right? It was when they were, like, going onto the SSN. Because I thought, like, they had an impression that they were going to eat it, and then maybe, like, it wasn't the scales being too hard. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, at the top of the tier list would be, like, Diplin. Just a candy apple. Just eat it. And then it would be, like, a lot of Pokemon that are like, reminiscent of animals that we already farm in real life. But, like, okay, like, at the bottom, it would be Pokemon that are just so incredibly... Because it either, like, their composition, or... It's like, you telling me you're gonna try and eat, like, an Aegislash or something? Or, like a Golem or something? Like, you can't. Like, at the bottom tiers are, like, you will just die if you attempt to. Edible Pokemon tier list. Can you have a candy apple? Not till you finish your chicken. Not until you finish your chicken. Alright. Dinner before dessert. Alright, Zenny? You know how it goes. You're not leaving the table until you finish your chicken. Doesn't matter if it takes all day. Yeah, like a Bronzor. Try and eat like a Beldum. Like... Or just Pokemon that are incredibly poisonous, that you would just, like, die. I don't think that Ash would eat a Pikachu, no. No, he, by way of his character arc, and the way that the Pokemon anime plays out, he would find a way to not do that. But I'm talking about the rest of the Pokemon media franchise that has very loose interpretations of how Pokemon and humans have coexisted throughout time. How cruel the Pokemon and the people are in games like Pokemon Arceus, for example. Yeah. It's proper manners, Zenny. Proper. And I only make time for proper viewers and chatters here, of course. No shenanigans, no tomfoolery. No larrikins, as we might say here in Australia. Taurus steak. Damn. Alright, I gotta stop talking about eating Pokemon. I gotta stop. Shall we call it a night? I've gotta go make dinner, or I've gotta start making dinner. Because my wife will be home soon. And I shall be cooking. I think we're gonna go raid Rin. We're gonna go raid Rin. Raid. And return the favor from yesterday. Well, stream's over, Zenny. So you may resume the tomfoolery. It is permitted. It is permitted. I'm sorry, Zenny. But we got through a very important thing tonight, which was we made the YouTube short. So I need to jump off, go edit this thing, and then also try and find time to edit a longer deck profile, because I'm in the middle of making the I'm in the middle of making a Gardevoir profile as well, and I've still got the Terra Box profile to do. I've got a lot, but yeah, I've decided today that YouTube Shorts has got to be the current plan. So, anyhow, thank you all for being here. Please annoy me on Discord if you feel like chatting about Pokemon cards. Rin is playing some Pokemon, so please go enjoy, and I'll see you in the next live stream or video. So take care and goodbye. Cheers.
level, really good, but I pull a lot of electric from my 4 packs, so I did Ethan with a couple electric types to counter the water, so my fire wouldn't be just easy KO. Oh, gotcha. Nice. Well, how'd you, oh, I remember how you did. You did really well, right? Hi, Vice! Oh my gosh, hello! Welcome in, guys! Welcome! Oh my gosh! One sec. I know what I'm doing. Welcome in, guys! I hope you had a good stream. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Oh no! No, you guys use the command already. One sec. I'm doing things. Everything's fine. I know exactly what I'm doing. They used it recently, so then I wasn't able to use it. Here we go. There we go! Guys, please go follow Vice Games. I think you were probably playing Pokemon TCG earlier, right? How were your games? How did they go? Welcome in, guys. Oh my gosh, it was so fun watching you last time. And then I love your Pokemon plush. And yeah, it was pretty cool. So yeah, guys, welcome in. My name's Rin. I play a Flareon Sylveon deck right now, and it's a lot of fun. It's also a little bit bully. I went from being a very defensive meek player to now a little bit of a bully because I got sick of being knocked around too much. So here I am. Okay, there we go. Surprise channel or doesn't override the... I know, right? Why does it override the cooldown? How dare? I was good. Guess? I'm not sure. It has to be. Now I want to go click and find out. Now I'm gonna click and find out. I'm gonna go find out right now. Why doesn't it tell me? Oh, stop! Wait, okay, I gotta do this first. Okay, what deck do they... Oh, they have an EV deck also. Okay, so in that case, if they have an EV deck also, I think I'm gonna go for Sylveon first. I gotta put their... Oh, wait, I already had a Sylveon. I'm useless. Okay, everything's fine. It's okay that I misplayed. Everything's fine. Oh no, I only have 1 water energy. Oh no, we have a problem. I needed the Flareon. No. Okay, everything's okay. But if they don't have the energy first, so I think it'll be okay as long as I get a switch or a beach court so I can return, which I will because I'll be able to evolve Sylveon that I can do Noctowl. Okay, unless they Iono me, then I'm in trouble. You were okay. You were. What deck were you playing, Vice? Also, if you need to go and do your after stream stuff and rest, you know, please feel free. Thank you so much for bringing your community over. I hope you guys are doing well. I usually play Final Fantasy 14 and TCG Live I've gotten into over the past 4.5 months now. I've played 640 some matches. I am getting back to it. I played Pokemon TCG game when I was little, and I sucked at it so bad. I entered leagues, and I was terrible. I never went to a tournament because I was terrible. And now I'm fulfilling